In ancient Egypt, the people believed when you died, you went to an afterlife. In order to have this afterlife, the body needed to be preserved. Priests would mummify the body and then place it in an ornate stone coffin called a sarcophagus. The sarcophagus was often designed to look like the person inside. Today we will design a sarcophagus using line, pattern, and shape. We will also write in hieroglyphics, which is the Egyptian alphabet, on our sarcophagus. All right, now that we've looked at some Egyptian sarcophaguses and understand what they're used for and the patterns and design and hieroglyphics that are used, we are going to create our own. So, place your tall white paper vertically. We're going to take the bottom and fold it in half. Get the corners to meet up. Doesn't need to be a really great crease. We just are using this as markers for our drawing. Now we'll do it one more time. So we've folded our paper into fourths. You should have 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to fold it in half down the middle. You're going to have to get your hand in there. Once again, it doesn't need to be a really hard crease. It's just a line to show you where the center of your paper is. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sections. We're going to start out with the face of our sarcophagus. So that's going to be in the first quarter. I'm going to line the face up down the middle. This will be the center of my mummy. So air draw, letter U. You ready? Go slow. Come up. We're going to do a curved line to close that up to help us see form. We can go ahead and do the eyes now. Going to do almond-shaped eyes with a pupil. I can now exaggerate the eye like the Egyptians did. Add some eyebrows. They were a little bit on the thicker side. Brings us down to our nose. Do the bridge. Add the nose. I just did a couple little curved lines. Mouth. Like so. If you want to go ahead and add the beard, this is 2 angled lines. Close that up. Now I'll do 2 diagonal lines that way. In between, I'll do 2 diagonal lines going the other way. So this is like kind of going underneath. Oops. Didn't mean to do that part. So it looks like it's wrapped and braided. Now, let's go ahead and give the top part. This is going to be 2 angled lines like this coming out. So I'm going to go up, up, and then this is going to curve across the top. If I want to add anything up to the top, I'll leave a little bit of room. I don't really have enough room for mine, and that's all right. Now this is going to have lines going from the forehead up to the edge. Center it's kind of straight, and then on the sides it's kind of angling out towards the edges. Now for this part's actually going to come down to that folded edge, but we're going to come down and out. So I'm actually going to put just a little dot right on the folded edge near the edge of the folded line near the edge of the paper. I know I'm going to come down and out, and I'm going to air draw it first till I'm ready. And on this side, come down and out. So just kind of flaring out. Now for the bottom part, I have this straight line coming down, and then I have a curved line coming in. So let me do the straight line first. we'll take that straight line to about the halfway point here. So here are the two folded lines. I'm going to come down to about halfway. So on the side, straight line to halfway. Now I know my ending, so I'm coming here. I'm going to go in, down, and around. Air draw it first till you're ready, like that. So swooping in, come down, and end there. Now these lines are going horizontally. So I'm going to start on one side, making sure to take my line all the way to the end. Don't just end like that. Make it look complete. Have some good craftsmanship. We'll do the other side. Trying to do them as evenly spaced as I can. Now we're ready for our body. All right, now we're going to come out with the shoulders. They're going to come out towards the edge and we're going to go down. So I think I will just do a couple dots on this folded edge here, just so I know where I'm going. I'm going to go out and start coming in. Same on this side. Out, start angling in. Now we're going to here. So I'm visualizing where I want my line to go to. I don't want it to get too skinny, but I don't want it to be too wide. And for the bottom one, before I do my lines, I'm going to do this base part. So I'll just draw a base and then bring that line in there. Now, we're going to do this long rectangle here, so I'm going in between, going under a little bit, line that up, and now I'll bring it all the way down using my whole hand to pull it down so it's nice and smooth. And that's where I'll put my hieroglyphics. Now I can divide my sarcophagus up in sections for my different patterns. You can divide it up any way you want. You want some sections long and big, or maybe you want to make some sections small. Maybe you want to have a couple tiny ones to have some little details in there, and then bigger ones for bigger details. I'm not going to show you how to do all the patterns, but you can, I will show you this a sarcophagus example again that you can investigate and see, and then do your patterns yourself. All right, now we're going to work on our hieroglyphics. So here we have our hieroglyphics. Each symbol stands for a letter, and we're going to go ahead and write our name down the center using our hieroglyphics. You could choose your first name or your last name. On this one, I did my first name. And if you want to add any more details, I feel like it's a little plain here. I added some more details on this one, but maybe you want to go ahead and start doing patterns, swooping around like that, breaking it up into sections. Take your time and be thoughtful about your patterns. Final step is to go ahead and color it. What supplies you have. If you have colored pencils, great. You might even have a gold color pencil or crayon. Just gonna have some highlights of gold here and there, but really take your time coloring. Be thoughtful. Now we have our finished sarcophagus using line, shape, and pattern, and even adding some hieroglyphics.